So I wanted to teach you a neat little trick. This is about how to never be bored. Okay, this is something that I've noticed that I don't really get bored that much often. Not very often anyway. Sometimes I do, sometimes I feel like, God damn it, I don't have anything to do. But for the most part, I've learned a principle that allows me to essentially keep myself engaged at pretty much all times and to pretty much fill my time productively so that I don't feel bored, and I always have an idea of what I'm going to do, how I'm going to fill my time, and how I can feel good about it without feeling super tired or feeling like I just wasted my fucking time. Okay, the principle is this: essentially, to not get bored. Like, say you're like some boring lecture and you have to listen to it all day, just passively sitting there, and you don't really have that much to do, but you still have to go there. You don't really have a choice, but you still have to endure it. The key here is that you have to keep your mind engaged. You have to be doing something. You have to be at the cause, not at the effect of the environment, of what's happening around you. You have to find a way to be active while listening, or not listening and doing your own thing. So in the context of a boring class, for example, because this is something I have to deal with on a regular basis, like all the fucking time, is like I will either listen and I'll try to do the exercises like in class, try to keep myself engaged, just kind of do it, even if I don't get it, even if I fail. The fact of just focusing my attention intensively on what's going on allows me to get into that flow state, which is essentially the state in which you don't feel time pass. You feel like you have a challenge that is matching your ability, and time just tends to flow by. You don't feel bored because you have a task, something that's manageable and doable. You do it, and you feel pretty good about it. But sometimes, it's so fucking boring that you don't even have the ability to do that. In that case, what I would suggest is that you find some other activity that's productive and essentially makes you feel good about yourself, but it's a task that you've set for yourself. It's not really related to whatever you're listening to. That's why a lot of people, like when they're bored in class, they usually take out their phone, start playing some game. That's cool. That's actually why games exist. They put us in that flow state easily where we don't feel time pass and we feel good about ourselves. But that's not the best solution, in my opinion. Instead, you can find some other activity that also puts you in a flow state, and simultaneously it puts you in a growth state. So I prefer reading or maybe listening to a podcast while I'm playing a game. So, for example, I can't really focus on listening to a podcast without having something to do with my hands. Otherwise I tend to fall asleep. So what I do is I just listen to a podcast while playing some game that doesn't require that much thinking, just to keep my arm, my hands moving, doing something with them. And this allows me to pretty much be in flow state like at least 80% of my day. I always have some sort of activity that puts me in that flow state, that engages my mind, and I just love it. Like, seriously, this is the best feeling, because your days will fly by a lot faster this way, but at the end of each day you'll feel like you've accomplished something. You'll feel good about yourself because you've put in the effort, and you feel like a better person. Like, after all that has been said and done, you feel good about it, instead of just watching TV passively. This also will tend to help you out with making time fly by, not get bored, so to speak. I used to do that in the past, but the con of this is that at the end of the day you're gonna feel like shit, and it's not really a good feeling. You feel essentially like you've wasted your time. I prefer watching TV shows and shit like as a break, as a strategic break. But in general, if you want to never feel boredom again, it's all about engagement. Find an activity that is, okay, here's the key. This is very critical, so make sure you pay attention, because this is fucking critical. First of all, you have to have some sort of task that is very clearly defined. You know how to win at this task. You know how to accomplish it. The other thing is that the task must match your ability. It mustn't be too hard, like you get all panicky, oh no, it's too scary, I can't do it, it's too hard. And it doesn't have it mustn't be too easy, because then you'll tend to become bored, like this is lame. Why would I do this? Why would I even exert that much effort into this? There's no point in this. So you have to find that sweet spot that it's right in the middle, and it puts you in the flow state. It puts you in the state of where the challenge matches your ability, and you're able to just boom, just get into the flow state and not think about it. You're just kind of doing, you're not really overly analyzing the situation, and you're just enjoying yourself. Now hold on, let me just switch my arm because it's fucking tired. Okay, well, really that's the key as a general whole. Just find something that's engaging, right? You don't have to listen to the boring shit that's going on around you. You can find a way to engage your mind by yourself. And even if you're alone, even if you don't have all that stimulation or people to keep you happy and so on, you can still keep yourself engaged, keep yourself happy, and you'll never feel boredom again. I swear to God, this is so effective. Like, you're gonna have to find activities that keep your mind engaged, like reading, exercising, meditation, or programming if you're into that, or whatever you're into, right? Some sort of activity that just puts you in that flow state, and you just don't even feel time pass by. You can be like stuck in a boring lecture like throughout the whole day, and you don't even feel it because you have something to do. You know that what you're doing is useful for you. It's going to produce an epic result. You're going to become a better person, and it's just going to be just awesome. So that's really what I wanted to share with you. Peace.